To me, the great tragedy is that if we Baha'is don't hurry up and go out and teach these people while there is still time, they will go down into that same valley of shadow, so to speak, that we went down into. I look at it this way. Here are the primitive people, the tribal people, the villagers, the simple people, the illiterate people are so much nicer and from a human standpoint so much better, more spiritual in many cases than we are. And this is the culture and civilization of Baha'u'llah that will come in with a new world order. It has to develop and it has to come in the future. Now, the youth of today, our youth, are beginning to come out of this valley of materialism and climb up towards this new world order. They're beginning to reject so much of what we have in the world today and its materialism. But these people want to have everything that there is in the 20th century, which is perfectly natural. So they have to come forward. They have nowhere else to go except forward into the progress of our century and our way of living. But if they can come forward as Baha'is, if they can become Baha'is in their own culture now, in their own villages, in their own civilization, so to speak, then to me, they will be lifted from this mountain over to that mountain. They won't have to go down through the valley of the shadow the way we have. And that is the whole urgency. In my mind, that is the reason why if we don't get up and go out now and teach these people, every hour that passes, we're losing our opportunity. It's never going to come again. They, instead of having all of this suffering and disillusionment and corruption and bitterness, they can come with all their wonderful qualities from to this height. They can fly over, in other words, instead of crawling down into that valley and coming up on the top. And I think this is what the Baha'is have to realize, but there isn't time. Every day we are losing ground. We see it here on this river. We see how the people are changing all the time. Wherever the touch of civilization comes, it withers. Then they're no longer, they lose their identity and they're no longer interested in spiritual values to the degree that they were before they began to become, so to speak, semi-civilized and go down into the bog of the very civilization that is destroying us, and we want to get rid of it.
It's so wonderful that we have Indian teachers, too, that can go to the Indians, such as Leko and his wife.
The people themselves, of the tribes, of the people, talk to their own people more clearly, better, more concisely than we do. But the pioneers have prestige. When we go with Leko, Leko can teach better. We help Leko to teach because they say he's come with all of these people from this very civilization. We want to save them from wasting their time in, so to speak. The two together, that's the key to the whole situation.